Welcome back to the shop, guys. This oil container is turning out to be one heck of a project. With all the tooling and material so far, this is going to be a $120 oil container, no spill. But you can't count the tooling, really. I needed some of these boring bars and threading tools anyway. Really thrilled with the bottom part. Almost done here with the top. I'm waiting on an insert. Unfortunately, I picked 14 threads per inch, and I don't have any threading insert that can go that deep. And my big one that I made a long time ago to do it, it's going to hit the side, so I can't come close enough to where I want to put the relief, the thread relief. So I'm waiting on an insert. Should be here today, hoping that that's going to fit one of my holders. If it doesn't, I'll make a holder to do it. So a lot of chips too, let me tell you. So hopefully you find something interesting in what I'm going to show coming up. Well, up to now, I've always focused on making sure both lathes have the independent set of turning tools, be it for cast iron, aluminum, steels, whatever. But now that I have to do this oil container, I had to bore deep, so you saw this boring bar. Nice bar, half inch. It'll fit both machines because both machines have a half-inch holder. I still don't understand this angle here, why that's there, but somebody must know what they're doing. So what came up? I needed to do the aluminum. So I had these aluminum inserts, and I know they do a killer job, so I found this set. This was $46 for the set and $25 for another 10 inserts, and I'll take you over to the lathe in a minute and show you its ridiculous finish. So in any case, now I'm focusing. I want to make sure I can put these boring bars or whatever I want in either machine. So I'm starting to make a list. What bars do I have? What does the new machine have for holders? The old machine? Both machines have a half-inch holder. Perfect. Both machines have a 10mm holder. And I had made this guy, because the next thing I got to do, I had made this little grooving tool here, because I got to make the relief for threading in there next. And I made this little guy out of 1144 that goes in the 10mm. So I'm starting to think, just take a piece of 5/8 and make adapters for all of these guys for the half-inch to go in either machine. So I think I said I'll put a link in the description for this set, 46 and 25 for the inserts. And I've got enough of these T8 guys. I've got drawers full of them. Everything comes with them. So these guys, I know these inserts are fantastic for steels and so on. And I've got a bunch of other ones that can go in here. I think these are CCMT 2112s, or I forgot. Well, in any case, you'll see the link in the description. Yeah, they're CCMTs. So that's a 12mm, 10, 8, 7, and 6mm teeny little guy. They all came in a nice box, obviously, oiled up, paper, plastic bag. So, alright, so I guess let me take you over to the lathe and show you this ridiculous finish. This did a nice finish, but this is a ridiculously nice finish with these inserts. And I'm not going to be able to really show it other than here I'm going to hold the camera and try to show you guys what it looks like. I'm going to try to hold this by hand. There's the tool, and you can see it's a ridiculous finish in there. I can't quite get, yeah, there's the bottom, but I mean, the other tool there was a nice finish, but this is a ridiculous finish now. So, I'm not going to show turning because I'm at Target now. So, alright, that's it then. Cool. Now you just got to groove it for the threading. not my day. I went over to the mill, clamped this in the vise, because I wanted to come down with a teeny drill bit to mark this piece where I got to drill the holes so that the screws will clamp the grooving tool. I go up to turn on the DRO, I plug it in, look at my tablet, and I'm going, wait a minute, why is this button missing? And I look down on the bench, and the button's on the bench. Whole face is pushed out. So I look underneath, and for some reason the battery decided to swell up and pushed everything out. Managed to get the back off of it. So I split the back, but you know, 2 places, but fine, I don't care about the back. Pull the battery out. Great, you know, I've had this thing for 6 years, no problem. Why this decided to do this, I don't know, but be easy to replace. I'm gonna move this. The camera's still connected, so I gotta be careful with the cables. Goes in here. So I found a battery on Amazon. It's due tomorrow. Today's Monday. And I also found a tablet A, 8-inch. No, this is 7-inch. Refurbed for $100. It's in my shopping basket or whatever. So if this doesn't work, then I'll buy that one, because I don't want to they're all bigger now. I don't want that. What else was I going to say? This battery is still good. It powers up and works. So I don't know what gives or what happened inside the battery. It's like gel, or where the extra volume came from, beyond me. So hopefully I can get this back online and be able to do the relief and show some threading for Friday. I've got a few days to do it. Well, it wasn't exactly the best grooving tool on the planet. I just had to work with it, milk it, go in a few thou at a time. So I did pull it out at one point and hone it a little bit. And here's the sleeve with the 1 hole in it that I did. So it worked. It got the job done. So I don't know if you can see, there's the groove in there. It's pretty deep. I hope it's deep enough. I'm just trying to look at it as I went. Just go, okay, I think that's deep enough. Set up for 14 threads per inch. Did my scratch pass. Looks correct. I'm in a few thou now, looking at the stuff. It's coming out nice. So I'm not sure how deep to go. I'm guessing when I see points on the thread, that's deep enough. And then I'll have to work with the other piece to get it to fit. I'll have to chamfer this edge, and I think I'm going to use the threading tool to try to clean up the edges in the groove. Should be able to do that. I'd love to show threading, but my head's going to be in the way because I got to look back there to see when I'm in the relief to stop the machine, back it out, go deeper, go forward, stop, so on. So, oh, I never checked the height of this tool. Well, also a trick that I've done before that works really well. If for some reason you have to disengage from the lead screw and you engage again someplace else, the lead screw isn't that perfect, so it can be off a bit. So what I've done is engage the lead screw, back it out so you're not touching the threads, go into about the middle, then use the compound to line yourself back up with the center of the thread. So now you can start threading again, even though you've disengaged. So guess I'll bring you back when I'm done threading here. Couple of things here. I completely forgot to check the height of this cutter before starting this, but I'm getting really nice curls off, you know, because I did just take a ruler for the heck of it, trying to judge the center, and I think I'm 40 or 50 thou too low. But the fact that I'm getting nice curls, I didn't want to pull it out, take it apart, and risk messing things up. The other one is I realized I'm using this threading tool for the first time. I don't know when I bought it or why or what. Must have been a good deal, I guess. to buy it. But I'm judging. Where's the other thing here? I'm just looking at, here's another, one of my thread protectors is a big 14 threads per inch. And I'm just eyeballing in there with a magnifying glass, and the threads don't come to a peak. They have a flat top. This looks like I'm done. I'm here. So as far as I can tell, I mean, it's the same looking flat spot on it. Boy, those are beautiful looking threads. I might take one more pass. I guess I could do that right now. I'm back on 20. So you guys can kind of see it, but relief's working really well. Let's see, I'm ready to go. Yeah, okay. I can kind of look in there and see what's going on without the camera. Ooh, I don't know why that chattered. That was not good. One revolution, reverse, get it out of there. I might be bottoming out on the cutter, why that did that. One revolution, back to the 20. What do the threads look like? I hope that didn't mess anything up. Oh, it chattered on the very inside. Wow. The outside threads were good, but it just chattered on the very last thread. Let me try taking less of a cut. Well, I'm going to mess with this off camera. Alright, I think I'm done. Managed to clean up the threads nicely. Chamfer using the threading tool, that inside relief, both that side and this side, the back of the threads. Just chamfered the outside with this guy, so that's all done. And I was originally thinking I got to cut off another 2.5 inch piece, but I can do a 2 inch easily. A lot less machining. So threads are beautiful, the face is beautiful, the inside, the bottom part. So I think I can take it out finally. The threads look correct to me, because I'm never going to get this really back where it is. So I might make a mark here. Yeah, let me do that. I need the black guy, and this is where the little hole is, so put it right there. Just in case, lousy arrow, but just in case I have to try to get it back in there. I can. So here goes nothing. And I've learned before, don't be in a hurry to take it out. So this has been sitting here for quite a while with me just looking at it and thinking, there it is. All right. Beautiful. Oh, geez, and that looks so nice in there. Bunch of junk still in there, but blow it out with air. All right, now I guess cut off the 2 inch, put it in here, and start making the other part. So far, so good. Very pleased with how this has come out. I checked the depth of this, and I can take a lot off the bottom as I'm comparing it to what I'm trying to duplicate. And the drawing's to scale, so I'm pretty much still right on it. I can take a lot off. And I was thinking, since I've got this so thick, I can just turn it down and then just do a chamfer, you know, make an angle on the edge for the base and forget the base plate part, because I want it kind of as low as possible. But now what? So here's my little 2 inch piece. The hard thing is trying to figure out what the depth of these threads are here. I tried all kinds of different things, but I wound up taking a nail, a very small nail, measured the thickness here, and then held the nail as straight as I could and measured everything, and then did the math and came out what these are 35 thou deep. So I'm pretty sure that's right, because I'll dial in 35 thou here and just kind of eyeball it with the magnifying glass. It looks right. I've looked for a bunch of formulas in all the books, and I can't find anything that would tell me major, minor diameters of what it should be. So all the math, I need to turn the outside of this to 1.960, and that'll give me 35 thou per side to thread. And I'm figuring I'll just kind of turn this down a little bit, and the threading tool should be able to clear it without moving it to get to this edge. And then I'll turn this down. Well, yeah, I'll turn the whole thing down. Now, I might as well turn this down a bunch and then get this to the 1.960 dimension, thread it, and keep trying to put this on there as a no-go gauge. And then if I'm successful with that, I can finish the part. If I can't get this to work, then it's scrap. But hopefully it's not, because that's a lot of material here. A lot of money. Yeah, I don't have much 2-inch left. I think I have about 8 inches of bar left. So I guess let me put this in the lathe, face it, and then start turning the outside and see where I go. Well, I started turning the outside down, like I said I was going to do, and then come back and turn this little section to that dimension and then thread it and see what happens. But turns out when I turned this down, I calipered it. It was like on target for threading. So I figured, let me try threading it, see if it's gonna work. And it's starting to go on there. Okay, so I turned it and it actually hit the target for threading. So I pulled the tool out and said, let me experiment here with the threading to see if the numbers are right, because if it's not, I can always, this is all going to get turned way down anyway. But I did some of the threading and I thought it was pretty much so there, and so I unfortunately I had powered it right to the first thread, disengaged it, backed it up, tried this, didn't work, re-engaged it, and now it's way off. It's completely screwing the threads up. So, but just now, yeah, I actually powered it this far back. You cannot disengage a threading, the saddle for threading. So yeah, the threads in magnifying glass are pretty messed up. They don't look right at all. It has to go further, so I might try it a little bit more. But the fact that this thing even starts to go on there means I've got it. And I'm probably going to take the final dimension down 10 thou more, just a little bit smaller to see. But that's interesting, and it actually started to engage, because it looks pretty big here, looking at the threads and stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit further and then say that's it. Okay, just wanted to give you guys an update.